What is up, guys? It is StarCraft Zergling here. I want to apologize in advance if my mic is acting up on me. This thing's giving me problems lately. But on the screen, you're going to be seeing me getting out of the map of Hoover Dam. Just while I rant a little bit about Queerbox. I'm sorry. I'm just really pissed off with these guys. Yeah, like, they're not entirely a bad company. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm like coming out and saying Gearbox is the worst company ever, because they're not. You know, they made some good ports in the past, like Halo, whatever, Half-Life, but those were just ports. But then we've got games like Borderlands. That's their cash cow. You know, Borderlands is making them a lot of money, and hey, if your game's making money, all power to you. But Duke Nukem Forever is dead. Duke Nukem Forever is pretty much dead. You see up there on the top of my screen the thing that says waiting for players? Yeah. Yeah, you're probably saying it was because you're in a private server. Yes, that's true. But you know what? I see that waiting for players thing on a lot of dedicated servers on here, which I'm surprised there still exists any. But pretty much what I'm here to rant about is the fact that Duke Nukem Forever doesn't have the source code released, and it doesn't have the Duke's enormous tool, which is actually a clever little play on words for the map editor. But the game was originally, when it was still in 3D Realms' hands, because they loved when players made their own content, you were allowed to make your own maps for Duke Forever. And that's awesome, right? You know, we get to make our own maps. Hell, we could play on the real Hollywood Holocaust, or we could play on a user-made LA Rumble or Red Light District. But no, we're not allowed to do that. Do you know why? Because Gearbox doesn't like to do that shit. Like they do with Borderlands. Borderlands has DLC, and so does Duke Forever. Now, if you put in a map editor, that basically kills the idea of DLC, which is Gearbox's only way of making money. And yeah, you're probably saying, well, they're making money off games like Borderlands and Duke Forever. Well, they're only making like $2 or $3 off of Duke Forever, unless you're the idiot to buy it off Steam. And they're only really making what, like $60 per game plus DLC content. So yeah, that's where their cash flow is coming in. But the reason I'm pissed off at Gearbox is because they don't give a damn about the consumer. And if you're a good company in any way, you're not gonna make some shitty content and make people pay for it. This is just my personal opinion. If I ever made a game, you know damn well that I'm going to put in a map editor or modding tools, because that's what makes a game fun. The creativity, the ability to make something that wasn't made in the first place. So, like Doom and Duke 3D back in the day, they made so much money off of Doom. And this is a statistic that Doom actually sold more copies than the Windows operating system. That tells you something. That tells you that Doom was a great game. And it was, and it still holds to the test of time today. Doom will always be that video gaming icon, along with many others, like Pac-Man and Wolfenstein even. They will stand the test of time, and they'll be classics till the end. But what Doom had, and Duke 3D had, was a little thing called the editor. The map editor. And you can make maps for Doom or Duke 3D. Pretty much any build engine game had a had a map editor that went with it. But that's what gave the player the ability to create their own things. And if you see on Duke 3D now, there is a lot of user content. And if any of you are aware of the Duke Nukem Forever mod, the 2013 mod made for Duke 3D, this was by like a group of people, and they made a mod for Duke 3D which is pretty much everything we saw in the DNF trailers from 2011 to 2013, or no shit, pardon me, 1998, I'm not even thinking, 1998 to now. Pretty much everything we've seen during the whole development timeline was put into this mod. And hell, you can even ride a motorcycle, something that this Duke Forever wouldn't allow for. And this is why Duke Forever needs modding capabilities. Like, Gearbox, they're probably not watching this video, but if by some odd chance you get a hold of this and you see what I'm talking about, please, for the love of God, put in modding tools, or put in the map editor for Duke Forever. Make a Steam workshop for it. For God's sake, we need user content. This is what's keeping games like Team Fortress 2 and Dota and all these different things. The workshop is what's keeping these games alive. Team Fortress, if it just had the same characters over and over again, people wouldn't be playing it. Nobody would want to play Team Fortress over and over again. Maybe some people would argue, well, the Xbox version only has like the default stuff, and same with the PlayStation version, it all has the default stuff and it still holds up. Yeah, but that's because it's Xbox and PlayStation. You can expect the games to not have content. Like, they don't care. They're not going to update the orange box. But yes, they still hold up, but it's because gamers know they're not going to get any new content for it. This is the PC realm, Gearbox. This is the PC. We need user content. And let me ask you, the viewer. If you've played Duke Nukem Forever, you've definitely played the Hollywood map. Everybody loves that map. Now, do you know why they love that map? Because it's a classic. Maybe it's a reimagined version of the classic. But now, picture this. Somebody creates a map called LA Rumble. One of everybody's favorite maps, the pros at least, in Duke Nukem 3D. Somebody just comes in and says, hey, and remakes that map. And everybody's going to play on that map. What if somebody comes in and recreates Doom E1M1, the hangar? That would be awesome. Everybody would play it. And it would also definitely help sales for Duke Nukem. One of the big reasons that Duke Nukem Forever doesn't really have as much of a community is, one, because of the reviews. Yes, people saying it's garbage, and they're just common modern shooter sackboys. And again, that's why this game got such low reviews. But you got the reviews that make it bad, and the lack of user content. On Xbox and PlayStation, that's not a problem. Nobody cares about the user content. All they care is about the gameplay. And of course, Duke Nukem Forever's gameplay is a little above par, but PC, it's dying. PC is dying. What will bring life to this is if we had user-made content. You know, call me whatever you want, but I think it's safe to assume that anybody who's watching this video and has played Duke Nukem Forever on PC knows exactly what I'm talking about, and probably fully agrees with what I'm saying. Duke Nukem Forever's lack of user content, and pretty much Gearbox ramming DLC down our throat, has pretty much killed this game. And that really kills almost any game. Look at EA. EA is hated for that. Because EA is like, oh, you like our $60 game? Why don't you pay another $60 and you get a cool skin for your gun? But Duke Nukem just... if somebody has any fucking connection at Gearbox and can just show this video to them, it'd be greatly appreciated. You know, Gearbox will never listen to me because I'm a peasant to them, and they don't listen to their consumer. But, you know, if you've actually stayed through this whole video and listened to me rant about user content for this game, wow, I give you credit. I didn't think anybody would make it this far. But, you know, wow, I just need some time to cool off. But, you know, thanks everybody for watching. This has been another video by your boy StarCraft. No, Jesus. Thank you for watching, guys. This is the ranting video for user content of Duke Nukem Forever. This is SCZ signing out. Thank you for watching.